Hope everyone's having a great day. This is Jay from J&D's Retirement Journey. Today we're going to take a quick look and see what is the best value ETF out of these three here. We're looking at the Vanguard Value ETF, symbol VTV. We're looking at SCHWAB US Large Cap Value ETF, SCHV, and the Fidelity Blue Chip Value ETF, symbol FBCV. Let's dig in, guys. Let's jump into the summary. All this information is right off the Charles Schwab website. Any broker, you should be able to do some research and find this info. Remember, guys, if you're getting value from this video, hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It'll really help us out. We're going to start off with the Vanguard Value Index Fund, ETF. Shares VTV is the symbol, guys. Total assets, $162 billion. This investment seeks to track the performance of the CRSP US Large Cap Value Index that measures the investment return of large cap value stocks. You guys read the rest here. We're going to shoot over to the Schwab US Large Cap Value ETF, symbol SCHV. Total assets of $10.6 billion. It's a little smaller than the Vanguard Fund. A lot smaller, actually. The investment seeks to track as closely as possible before fees and expenses the total return of the Dow Jones US Large Cap Value Total Stock Market Index. As we shoot over to Fidelity Blue Chip Value ETF, FBCV, this investment seeks long-term growth of capital. Normally, the fund invests at least 80% of assets in blue chip companies, which are well known, generally have large or medium market caps. You guys read the rest here. Fees and expenses. VTV, net expense ratio, 0.04. The same for the Schwab Fund. But wait a second. As we go with the Fidelity, is 0.59, which is super high. So right off the bat, that's a big negative for me here. As we go into the quotes, last close 3/14/2024, we're looking at VTV 158 and change, a 52-week range of 131, say to 160. The Schwab Fund closed at 73.97, a 52-week range of 61 to about 75. The Fidelity Fund closed at a little bit over $30, a range of 26 to about 30.5. As we go into the yield, which, you know, I love my dividends. They all pay quarterly dividends, and the yield ranges for VTV 2.35, for the Schwab Fund 2.32, and for the Fidelity Fund 1.64. The beta, they're pretty all conservative. They're pretty much all under 1. 0.8 for VTV. The Schwab is 0.87 and the Fidelity is 0.71. Let's take a quick look to see what the Morningstar ratings say. The Vanguard Fund, 4 stars right across the board, which is great. Historic return above average, historic risk below average. The Schwab Fund, not too hot here, guys. We got 3 stars and a 2-star, which is pretty crappy for the 3-year rating. Average return, average risk. Fidelity, we have 3 stars. The fund inception was 4 years ago, 2020, so that's why we don't have 5 and 10-year ratings. But it's an average return and a low risk. Growth of a $10,000 investment over 1 year. As you could see, the S&P 500 basically beat these guys all. I'm going to leave a link to a video I did of Schwab's SWPPX versus VU. Those are 2 great S&P 500 funds, so you guys could take a quick look at that. As we shoot over to the 10-year chart, this is when it really matters, guys, 10 years. It looks like VTV came in a little less than the S&P 500. The Schwab Fund was in the bottom there in the toilet, and Fidelity was a little bit higher. But remember, guys, it's only been around for 4 years. As we look at the year-end performance for the last 10 years, Looks like VTV has outperformed the other two funds. You guys take a quick look at this. As we start off with the portfolios, the Vanguard fund has 353 holdings. The top 10% equal 22.41%. It's basically all in stocks here. And as we shoot over to SCHWAB, 506 holdings, about 19% in the top 10, all in stocks. We come over to the Fidelity fund. It has 83 holdings, and the top 10 hold 32%, all in stocks. The top 10 holdings for the Vanguard fund, we'll start off with Berkshire Hathaway, Class B, Broadcom, JP Morgan Chase, United Healthcare Group, ExxonMobil, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Merck & Company, AbbVie, and Chevron. As we go over to Schwab, Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan, Exxon, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Home Depot, AbbVie, Merck & Company, Chevron, and Walmart. As we go over to Fidelity, Exxon, Berkshire Hathaway, Class B, Comcast, Class A, JP Morgan, the Cigna Group, the Travelers Company, Centene Corp, Bank of America, PG&E Corp, and Cisco Systems. Sector weightings, communications, they're about all the same, 3.7, 3.8, 5.8 for Fidelity. Consumer discretionary, 3.7. Schwab has almost double that, 8.3 and 2.9 for Fidelity. Consumer staples, 10.6, 10.5, 13.5. I'll let you guys read the rest, but it looks like financials and healthcare seem to be the biggest categories here. Market cap. Start off with Vanguard, 27%, Giant, 20% for Schwab, and 28% for Fidelity. Large, about the same. Basically, they all go large, medium, very little and small. Fidelity has the most percentages in small companies. No one does micro. And these companies invest basically in the U.S. and North America. In conclusion, out of these three funds, it looks like VTV would be the best fund to invest in. The expense ratio is 0.04. Schwab is also 0.04, but their performance outpaces Schwab. Fidelity, the performance isn't the best, plus they have a pretty high expense ratio. I do own shares in VTV, and I keep investing on a weekly basis. Remember, guys, I am not a financial planner. Do your research. Talk with your financial planner before you invest in anything. Thanks for watching this video, and remember to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again.